Are you looking to move into Dallas but prioritize affordability over anything else? Well, in this video, I'll be breaking down the top 10 most affordable suburbs near Dallas, Texas. That way you can get a great understanding of all your options near Dallas. Hey guys, if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Alex Z. I've been helping people buy and sell real estate here near Dallas, Texas for the last few years or so. And on top of this, I've been living here my whole life. On this channel, I like to talk about what it's like living here, real estate updates, neighborhood guides, and much more. And if you're thinking about buying a home here near Dallas, or if you're planning on moving into the city, I've included a free list of homes for sale under $500,000, and I've also included a free living in Dallas guide. But with all that out of the way, let's get right back into the list. Now, just a quick little disclaimer, this list is mostly focused on home prices, and so when I'm referring to affordability, I'm mostly focusing on this. So look, don't get me wrong, there might be a few cities that you don't necessarily agree with or that you think I could have added into the list. If you can think of any, please let me know down below. Starting off at number 10, we have Irving, Texas. Irving, Texas is a beautiful city located a little bit northwest of Dallas, Texas. It's approximately about 15 minutes away from downtown Dallas and less than about 10 minutes from the DFW airport, which is our international airport. Irving is composed of a lot of different types of neighborhoods. You have homes with a variety of styles ranging from properties built in the 60s and 80s up to even new construction in certain parts of the city. It's highly known for being the home of Las Colinas, which is a thriving area with shops, restaurants, office buildings, beautiful housing communities, and the famous Mustangs of Las Colinas sculpture. In Irving, you can also find the Toyota Music Factory, which is currently being updated if I'm not mistaken. Toyota Music Factory is most would consider almost like a concert arena. I know that they're always hosting concerts and a ton of different music events year round. It's a cool little pavilion that has like an outdoor section with the stage up front. It's just really cool. You just really have to check it out if you're in the area. And Irving continues to develop a lot. They're always bringing new offices, new apartments, luxury apartments as well. You have a ton of different golf courses, parks, gyms, and I mean, the location is just very central. But we'll say the pros and cons for another video. The average home prices in Irving range from about $330,000 to about $380,000. The average household income is somewhere around $65,000. Irving's independent school district rating, according to niche.com, has a B- rating, and the crime rate is below the national average. And number 9 on the list, we have Relet, Texas. Relet, Texas is a beautiful suburb located about 20 to 25 minutes away from downtown Dallas and closer to about 30 to 40 minutes to the DFW airport, depending on traffic, of course. Relet, Texas also sits east of Dallas, and it's located right next to Lake Ray Hubbard, which is a huge lake with a lot of beautiful sceneries. Pretty perfect for the summertime because you have a lot of water sports, fishing, lakeside dining. You have a few lakeside communities as well. A few other highlights are the Relet Wet Zone, which is a really fun, family-friendly water park. You also have a new project known as the Bayside, which is a mixed-use waterfront development that's going to bring a lot more shopping, dining, and luxury apartments to the area. The current average home prices range from about $320,000 to $370,000. The average household income is closer to about $80,000. Now, Relet is part of the Garland Independent School District, which has a B+ rating on niche.com, and the crime rate is also below the national average. It actually has one of the lowest on this list. And number 8 on the list, we have Farmers Branch, which is a green city with rapid development. Now, Farmers Branch has a ton of highlights. First of all, you have the Farmers Branch Historical Park, which is a charming area that showcases the city's history. You also have Rose Gardens at Farmers Branch, which is a beautiful park, perfect for walking. You also have quite a few new projects. First of all, the city is investing in transit-oriented development projects. I believe they're planning to add some more like modern retail spaces, some apartments, a bit more parks, which should in theory make it a lot easier for residents to be able to commute to Dallas. Farmers Branch is located just northwest of Dallas, making it about 15 minutes away from downtown Dallas and about another 15 minutes from the DFW airport. The average home price at the time of this recording in Farmers Branch is ranging from about $320,000 to $350,000. Farmers Branch is part of the Carrollton Farmers Branch Independent School District, which holds a B+ rating on niche.com. And just like a few of the others on this list, it has a crime report that's below the national average. At number 7, we have Garland, Texas. Garland is very diverse, it's dynamic, and it's growing. You don't have a lot of new homes in Garland just because most of the area is already developed. However, you have a lot of properties with really good bones in them, homes built between the 80s. You do have a lot more homes as well built in the early 2000s and 2010s. But once again, not a lot of options when it comes to brand new properties. Just like Relet, Garland isn't too far from Lake Hubbard, which is a huge highlight. You do have the Firewheel Town Center, which is an open-air mall mall with obviously some food, shopping, and entertainment. Now, as far as new development and projects coming into the city, the only one I can really think of is the Garland City Center project, which is planning to pretty much upgrade a few parts of the downtown area with new apartments, some dining options, and entertainment spaces, which should hopefully add some sort of vibrant city feel to this affordable city. The average home prices in Garland are between $300,000 to $350,000. However, you can find some properties in the mid to high 200,000s. Garland, just like Relet, is located about 20 minutes from downtown Dallas, and it's a little bit closer to the airport at about 25 to 30 minutes from the DFW airport. Just like Relet, it's part of the Garland Independent School District, which has a B+ rating on ish.com. Number 6 on the list, we have Prairie, Texas. First of all, Prairie, Texas is quite huge. When you actually look at it on a map, you can see that it reaches as low as close to borderline Mansfield, and up north it sits right next to Irving, Texas. So because of that, you have properties up north that are a lot older than some of the ones down south. For example, up north you'll have homes built between the 50s to the 80s, some in the early 2000s, and you have a few new properties here and there kind of scattered around a little bit. But a lot further down south, you have a lot newer homes, and some of the properties down south sit within a different school district. Just a few key highlights about Irving, Texas. First of all, you have Epic Waters, which is a year-round indoor water park. Just think of an all-weather water park. And it's actually pretty cool. I've only been there once when it was brand new and I was a lot younger, but I hear that every now and then. But just know that it does tend to get really busy at times. Because of that, the busier it is, the more often certain things can happen. You know, just like in any other public place, it'll be a little bit rowdy at times. In Prairie, you also have the Lone Star Park, which hosts live horse racing. Pretty cool. As far as new projects to go, you do have the Epic Central, which has been in development for the last few years now. You can find a lot of new shopping centers, cool new modern restaurants in there, some new entertainment spaces. You also have an IKEA in that part of town, which is huge for a lot of people. I remember when we first got that IKEA, it was jam-packed. You just had a lot of different people just because it was the first one in that part of town. Now, at the time of this recording, the average home prices in Prairie, Texas is anywhere between $300,000 to $340,000. Once again, you can find some properties in the lower price range, but this is just the average. Depending on where you're located in Prairie, Texas will determine how far away you are from downtown Dallas, but it's roughly about 20 minutes away from downtown Dallas. And since Prairie has easy access to a lot of different major highways, you're roughly about 15 miles away from the airport, if not closer. The Prairie Independent School District has a B rating on ish.com, and the crime rate is below the national average. And number 5 on the list, we have Bal Springs. Now, a few key highlights about Bal Springs is the fact that you have a few parks there, but you also have a lot of new development in that part of town. You have a lot of new residential areas, which is perfect for first-time homebuyers looking for a brand new home. It's also located about southeast of Dallas, and it'll take you about 20 minutes to get to downtown Dallas from Bal Springs, and about anywhere between 35 to 40 minutes to the DFW airport. Bal Springs is located within the Mosquit Independent School District, which has a B rating on ish.com, and the crime rate is at about 3,200 per 100,000 residents. And the average home price is between $240,000 to $280,000. Number 4 on the list, we have Lancaster, Texas. Lancaster, Texas is located about 20 to 25 minutes away from downtown Dallas, and it's located about 30 miles away from the DFW airport. The average home prices in Lancaster, Texas range from about $260,000 up to about $300,000. Now, the Lancaster Independent School District has a C+ rating on ish.com, and the crime rate is about 2,800 per 100,000 residents. You do have a few new homes. There are new communities that are being built in Lancaster, Texas, meaning it's a great option for first-time home buyers looking for a new construction home in an affordable price range. While the school district isn't the highest rated, according to niche.com, you do have a few other key highlights. For example, you have the historic town square, which is just a cool historical part of Lancaster, full of different small shops and boutique shops. You also have the Bear Creek Nature Park, which is great and perfect for outdoor activities. And number 3 on the list, we have Mosquit, Texas, which is almost like a rodeo capital here. Reason being that we have the Mosquit Championship Rodeo here, which is really cool. You can really get a authentic experience when it comes to Texas rodeo. They're always hosting different rodeos, concerts, for example, country concerts, some Mexican music concerts. And it's awesome because Mosquit is only about 15 minutes away from downtown Dallas. You also have the Town East Mall. This is just my opinion, but it's not the best shopping center, which is a large shopping center with a variety of different stores. It's just, think of your typical mall. And you do have a few new communities being built in Mosquit, Texas, closer to the southern, almost eastern part of Mosquit. The average home prices in Mosquit are between $275,000 to $300,000. Once again, it's about 15 minutes away from downtown Dallas. Depending on traffic, it could be closer to 20-25 minutes. And you're about 25 miles away from the DFW airport. The Mosquit Independent School District, I think I've already mentioned, has a B rating on niche.com, and the crime rate is pretty in line with the national average. At number 2 on the list, we have Cedar Hill, Texas. When it comes to natural scenery mixed with affordability, Cedar Hill might be the perfect option for you. First of all, you have the Cedar Hill State Park, which is widely known throughout, I'd say, pretty much all of Dallas. Really a haven for hiking. You can do some camping there. It's just a beautiful natural preserve. Now, I would say the best times to go there are during the weekdays because there aren't a lot of people going. However, if your only option is the weekend, you'd either want to get there super early or maybe a little bit after about 10 a.m. You also have Jopeful Lake, which isn't the prettiest lake, but it is ideal for boating, fishing, just relaxing lakeside. I know that Cedar Hill does have a few plans to expand some of their local parks. They also want to develop their historical downtown area a lot more. And they recently built a really cool brand new library, which is just perfect for the area. Now, the average home prices in Cedar Hill are between $290,000 to $330,000. And the main reason why this is higher is because you do have the community known as Lake Ridge, which is a part of Cedar Hill. It's also a part of Mansfield, and it's a part of Grand Prairie, or at least the southern part of Grand Prairie. It has a lot of luxury properties in that area, which only drives up the average prices in Cedar Hill. So you can find some more affordable prices as well. Your commute to downtown Dallas would be anywhere between 20 to 30 minutes away from downtown Dallas, and your commute to the DFW airport would be closer to 35 minutes. Cedar Hill's Independent School District has a B- rating according to niche.com, and the crime rate is slightly below the national average. And lastly, number 1 on the list, we have DeSoto, Texas. DeSoto's average home prices range between $280,000 to $300,000. Your drive to downtown Dallas should be anywhere between 20 to 25 minutes away. And the distance between DeSoto and the DFW International Airport is at about 25 miles. Now, one of the major highlights about the DeSoto Independent School District is their high school football program. While they only have a C+ rating on niche.com, their high school football program is one of the best, not just in the state, but within the nation, really. DeSoto is located south of Dallas, close to Cedar Hill and Irving Texas, and their crime rate is also below the national average. So that is pretty much it for our list. Once again, I was mostly focused on affordability. So yes, some of these school districts aren't the highest rated. Most of these suburbs, if not all of them, have crime rates below the national average. Because look, I've already made a video about this maybe about a year ago, and I just wanted to do a more updated version of it. Because look, I know you're probably thinking this part is ghetto, this part, maybe you don't like this area, maybe you don't like that area. Once again, if you have any videos or cities that you want me to cover, make sure you leave it down in the comments below. So now that you know a little bit more about some of the more affordable suburbs near Dallas, Texas, you might be thinking, well, what are the pros and cons of living in Dallas, Texas? If that's what you're thinking, feel free to check out this video right here. And maybe you're thinking, well, what does it actually cost to live in Dallas, Texas? For more answers on that topic, check out this video.